also just on television, I feel like, there's more kind of genre-esque stuff than ever. And that stuff is being done at such a high production value now that it's kind of further, crimping the space. It's like we're even getting like horror TV now, which is something that I feel like, didn't exist before. Do you guys feel like television is a factor at all in terms of your own kind of like figuring out which projects to pursue or even where to look for talent? I don't know who in particular might be. In some ways, Garrick, you might be the kind of person who's.
I mean, certainly TV, I think, has changed the landscape. Like I said, I think a lot of great dramas are going there. I think now a lot of great filmmakers and actors are going there as well. I mean, our company personally, we're just also developing television. It's not, we don't see it as a competitor. We see it as a way to do the great drama that we can't get made as a film now on, like the biopics of the Revolutionary War heroes and stuff like that they're really not going to probably do a feature on. You can go there and do it right with great filmmakers. But TV's, it's also great. It raises the bar on the features. I mean, we constantly ask ourselves, Jeremy's constantly asking me, like, why would I leave my house and pay money to go see this? What does it have that I can't get at home on TV? And I think you constantly have to ask yourself that. And I think that's why the studios are making these movies that, blow up world landmarks over and over again. So I think it's finding a way to deliver something like Gravity, where it delivers emotion and also spectacle that you have to go see it in the theater.
Yeah, definitely for us. I mean, it's hard. Again, as you can tell, I always come at these things from a viewer and someone who works in film as well. So while on the one hand, I think it is fantastic in the last decade-ish, sort of since Buffy, and TV just got better. Writing, better quality actors and directors, but specific example for us, we have a serial killer movie that I think is a pretty elevated, smart serial killer movie with a solid twist at its core. It's just very hard to make that movie. I mean, if people can see Criminal Minds and 9 SUVs and Low Winter Sun and The Killing, I mean, there's just a lot of solid stuff out there to make a $10 to $12 million serial killer movie to try to get Jeremy or one of the Chris's, as I say, or someone to be in it. It's just very, very difficult because what's the impetus to go see that movie? I took it on thinking this is my chance to do sort of, as I call them, Sherry Lansing movies, like a Jagged Edge, which I love. Really, really cracklingly good movie. People are like, man, I can see that on TV. Why would I? So yeah, I still think we could make some money, but it's a very, very difficult movie to mount. But making, I'm not slamming Pacific Rim. I'm just saying making a bigger film just seems like, exactly as you said, that's how you get people to the theater. I mean, Avengers is a really, and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a really interesting example where it's working for me as a viewer, not as much maybe, but like the idea of this is what I pay to go see in the theater because that's what they do so well. I do like character stories, so I think if they continue, having character-leading stories, but that spectacle is the one, spectacle and sort of the texture and meeting of spectacle and humanity is probably the one thing that TV doesn't have the time and the pacing and whatnot to do. But